Emotions play a significant role in the workplace, influencing communication and organizational dynamics. Emotional labor, which involves managing emotions as part of the job performance, shapes individual interactions and organizational culture. Organizations indirectly dictate emotional expression through their rules and cultural norms, which affect employees' behaviors and communication patterns, particularly in roles requiring regular customer interaction. Emotional labor involves suppressing one's genuine emotions to convey specific sentiments required by their role within an organization or corporate culture. It can take on different forms: surface acting and deep acting. Surface acting involves displaying emotions that don't match our inner feelings, requiring constant emotional adjustment to meet workplace norms. This can result in individuals experiencing emotional dissonance, which is conflict, and resentment as they try to reconcile their internal and external emotions. In contrast, deep acting involves the internalization of emotions to genuinely feel and express the expected sentiment, often requiring cognitive resources for emotional internalization. While deep acting may result in more authentic emotional displays, both forms of emotional labor can impact employee well-being and job satisfaction. Emotional work involves managing the emotional aspect of job-related communication with clients or patients, using empathetic and compassionate communication. Empathetic communication involves empathetic concern and emotional contagion, which are feeling for a client and feeling with one. Compassionate communication involves recognizing, relating to, and taking action to alleviate another person's suffering. Emotional work and emotional labor involve managing emotions in the workplace. Emotional dissonance represents conflict between the individual's personal feelings and the expectations or requirements of their role within the organization. Studies have shown that emotional dissonance poses challenges for both individual and organizational well-being, as it can lead to feelings of stress, burnout, and dissatisfaction among employees, as well as impact job performance and organizational effectiveness. Work-related emotional communication can lead to job burnout, characterized by a gradual loss of energy, involvement, and work efficacy. With emotion regulation, individuals can influence which emotions they have, when they have them, and how they experience and express those emotions. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions, as well as those of others. It involves accurately identifying and assessing emotions, regulating emotional responses, and navigating social interactions and relationships. High emotional intelligence is associated with better psychological functioning, increased well-being, and improved outcomes. Emotional intelligence is a crucial factor in mitigating the negative effects of emotional labor, contributing to employee well-being. Emotional intelligence plays an essential role in enhancing individual resilience, as well as job satisfaction and overall workplace effectiveness, particularly in emotionally demanding work environments. Practical recommendations for managing work-related emotional challenges. For organizations should incorporate emotional intelligence training into their development programs, focusing on practical and realistic strategies for enhancing employees' emotional competencies in navigating emotional labor situations. For leaders, recognize the detrimental effects of emotional labor on employees' perceived psychological and physiological well-being, as well as its impact on productivity, attendance, and organizational healthcare costs. Structure work environments to minimize the need for surface acting, such as providing uninterrupted work time and breaks during the workday. Evaluate and revise hiring practices to identify candidates who authentically align with positions' emotional expectations, reducing the negative side effects of emotional labor. For employees who recognize they are faking emotions can engage to practices to process these emotions, such as stepping away from emotional situations, acknowledging their feelings, and calming down without having to fake emotional expressions. Identifying trusted coworkers who offer social support and providing opportunities to talk through emotional experiences can help employees cope with the challenges of emotional labor. Seek external resources for emotional support, such as non-work social networks or mental health counseling.